Why the dog cannot whistle.
About 2,500 years ago, the dog was a very beautiful animal with a nicely shaped mouth and lips. He had a melodious voice and could also whistle with a high pitch that could be heard from over 10 miles away. Every year in the animal kingdom of Tamantu Forest, the king of the animals, Elephant, organized a singing and whistling competition among the animals. For over 10 years in a row, the dog was always crowned the champion in both the singing and whistling competition. The dog was the toast of most of the animals because of his beautiful singing voice and whistling prowess. The dog was always carried shoulder high by some of the animals who were full of praises for him. In one particular year, Elephant, the king announced that he was going to organize the most prestigious singing and whistling competition with attractive prizes at stake. He, therefore, held a special meeting with all the animals in the kingdom at his palace. Today, I have called you to inform you that this year, we are going to organize a special singing and whistling competition, King Elephant said. This year's event is a special one because the winner is going to represent our kingdom at the first ever World Annual Animals Singing and Whistling Competition, he continued. You have 3 months from today to this special occasion. I am therefore urging all interested participants to start preparing for it, the king added. All the animals were happy and clapped for the king. From the day King Elephant made the announcement, all the animals who wished to contest put in more effort to prepare for the competition. Some of them were the cock, the duck, the cheetah, the lion, the cat, the rabbit, the goat, the pig, the cow, and the squirrel. Others were the python, the owl, the bat, the tortoise, the dove, the sheep, the fox, the panda, the chameleon, the chimpanzee, and the spider. The rest were the horse, the earthworm, the bee, the tiger, the scorpion, the butterfly, the eagle, the dog, the hippopotamus, the vulture, and the zebra. There was one animal who was almost always second to the dog in every competition that was held. He was the spider. Spider was popularly known among the animals as Akwanze, and most of the animals called him Akwanze the Spider. Akwanze was very smart and clever in almost every aspect of life. He could sing, dance, whistle, play games, and did many things very well. However, when it came to singing and whistling, the dog always beat Akwanze. Akwanze was therefore not happy that he could not beat Dog in any singing and whistling competition. Every day, one could hear all the animals who intended to participate in the special competition in various parts of the forest seriously practicing. There were all kinds of sounds of songs and whistles in the forest. While the sheep and goat bleated, the duck quacked, the fox yelped, the dove cooed, and the cock crowed. Also, the horse neighed, the pig grunted, the cat meowed, chimpanzee gibbered, the owl hooted, and the tiger roared. The tortoise grunted, the python hissed, the eagle screamed, and the bee buzzed. Some of the animals even went into secret camps for their practice to avoid being seen by the others. Dog also continued to practice seriously, and even tried new ways of improving his whistling and singing skills. Akwanze the Spider also climbed up onto the highest tree in the forest and weaved a large web where he used as his training place. In addition, Akwanze stockpiled food, water, and other essentials on the tree so that he could spend several days there practicing without coming home. The forest atmosphere was always filled with melodious as well as croaky sounds from the animals, each of which was leaving no stone unturned to win the prize at stake, and to represent the Tamantu Forest Animal Kingdom. Seconds rolled into minutes, minutes into hours, hours into days, days into weeks, and weeks into months. Finally, the day for the special singing and whistling competition arrived. All the animals of the kingdom gathered at the forest square for the occasion. They were all dressed in their best with King Elephant in his best regalia. King Elephant gave an opening address and wished all the contestants the best of luck. The Master of Ceremonies, MC, was the female frog, popularly called Miss Froggy. She was dressed in a black cloak over a white gown with a colorful lady's hat to match. She called the contesting animals to the center of the square. As she mentioned each contestant's name, the animals cheered and clapped for their favorites. In all, there were 32 contestants, and they were all in high spirits. To make the competition very keen and impartial, judges were brought in from 5 different animal kingdoms outside the Tamantu Forest Animal Kingdom. The judges were Porcupine from Igiam Animal Kingdom, Cricket from Dix Cove Animal Kingdom, Peacock from Alabankata Animal Kingdom, Crab from Quesaminsum Animal Kingdom, and Crocodile from Anagia Animal Kingdom. Miss Froggy introduced the judges and announced the rules of the competition to the contestants. The competition was to be in 4 rounds. After the first and second rounds, 10 contestants would be eliminated in each round, whilst after the third round, 5 contestants would move to the final round. Before the commencement of the competition, Miss Froggy invited Mouse to sing the Tamantu Forest Animal Kingdom anthem. Mouse was smartly dressed in a blue suit, a white shirt, and a red tie. He sang the anthem to the admiration of the crowd, and they applauded his performance. The first round started with Chimpanzee being the first to sing and whistle, followed by Cow and Squirrel. Zebra, Pig, Vulture, Akwanze the Spider, Hippopotamus, Panda, Goat, Rabbit, and Fox were the next to perform. They were followed by Eagle, Cat, Dove, Butterfly, Lion, Dog, Scorpion, Cheetah, Tortoise, and Tiger. The rest were Duck, Chameleon, Bat, Bee, Cock, Owl, Earthworm, Sheep, Python, and Horse in that order. All the contestants put up their best performance, but after the first round, 10 of them were eliminated. After the judges had put their heads together, the list of the first 10 to be eliminated was handed over to Miss Froggy. She announced that Duck, Lion, Goat, Pig, Chimpanzee, Panda, Python, Horse, Earthworm, and Vulture had been eliminated after the first round. The remaining contestants were given 30 minutes to take a rest. During the break, a troupe of monkeys, a dancing group known as Monkey Spanners, entertained the crowd with their dancing skills. The remaining 22 contestants were called back from recess for the second round. The second round was very interesting as the contestants displayed more singing and whistling skills with the aim of outdoing each other. The enthusiastic crowd cheered, clapped, and whistled loudly. After the second round, Eagle, Butterfly, Bee, Scorpion, Bat, Dove, Fox, Dog, Squirrel, Cat, Akwanze the Spider, and Rabbit sailed through to the third round. Another 30 minutes break was given to the contestants to take a rest, during which the Tamantu Forest Animal Kingdom Swine Bashers, a group of young pigs, exhibited splendid acrobatic display. They kept the crowd gaping in awe with their performance. The third round was most exciting as each contestant sang and whistled perfectly with Akwanze the Spider and Dog slightly on top. Immediately after the third round, some of the spectators rushed onto the center and carried their respective favorite contestants shoulder high. Miss Froggy informed the gathering that the final 5 contestants would be announced after a 40 minutes recess. The Apremdo Forest Animal Kingdom Brass Band rendered harmonious music during the break, and all the animals, including King Elephant, danced throughout the period. They even requested additional 20 minutes for the brass band to play again. The fourth and final round saw Eagle, Butterfly, Dog, Rabbit, and Akwanze the Spider vying for the ultimate prize and to represent the Tamantu Kingdom in the first ever World Annual Animals Singing and Whistling Competition. When Miss Froggy announced the final list, the whole place was charged with thunderous applause from the crowd. Each finalist was allowed 5 minutes singing and 5 minutes whistling time to perform. Akwanze the Spider was the first to take his turn. He sang and whistled excellently, and there was no doubt that he could emerge the winner. The next to perform was Lady Eagle. She also performed very well. Rabbit was the third on the list to perform. He also put up a brilliant show. Next to follow was Dog. He proved that he was the best among the contestants. He did himself justice with his singing and whistling skills. The last to perform was beautiful Butterfly. She also made the competition very keen, especially with her pleasant voice. After the last performance, Miss Froggy announced that the judges would retire for 10 minutes, after which the winner would be declared. During that period, there was anxiety among all the animals, including the contestants. The spectators were seen in groups discussing the possible outcome of the results. The judges returned to take their seats and handed over their final decision to Miss Froggy. Miss Froggy cleared her throat and said, "Finally, the competition has come to an end, and the impartial judges have made a decision." After the brilliant performance by all the contestants, the winner who is going to represent the Tumantu Forest Animal Kingdom at the first World Annual Animals Singing and Whistling Competition has been chosen, she added. The whole place was quiet, as the spectators as well as the contestants were kept in suspense by Miss Froggy. All the 5 contestants performed very well. However, only one of them is the winner, Miss Froggy continued. And now the contestant who placed 5th is Eagle, she announced. The spectators clapped for Eagle. Rabbit had the 4th position, Miss Froggy continued. Rabbit also received applause from the spectators. The 3rd best contestant is Butterfly, she continued. Butterfly also received an ovation from the crowd. The 2nd position goes to Akwanze the Spider, Miss Froggy announced. Therefore, the winner of this competition is Dog, Miss Froggy finally declared. There was spontaneous applause from the gathering. Supporters of Dog lifted him high and sang praises for him. King Elephant crowned Dog as the champion and declared him as the ambassador who was going to represent the Tumantu Forest Animal Kingdom in the first World Annual Animals Singing and Whistling Competition. Today, we have had a winner who is also going to represent us. I hope Dog will not rest on his oars, but to train hard and bring the covetous prize to this kingdom, King Elephant said. Responding, Dog promised to do his best to bring glories to the kingdom. On his part, Akwanze the Spider congratulated Dog and pledged to assist him with his training toward the world competition. Supporters of Dog jubilated with him deep into the night. With 3 months to the World Championship, Dog started training seriously. He practiced day and night. Even though Akwanze the Spider had been assisting Dog with his practice, he had planned to sabotage Dog before the competition. Akwanze the Spider planned to let Dog lose his voice and whistling ability so that he would not be able to sing and whistle well during the world competition. With just 1 week to the competition, Akwanze the Spider went to Dog's house to inform him of a good plan that could make his voice sound more pleasant and improve his whistling skills tremendously. My friend Dog, you know I have been helping you with your training for the competition, Akwanze the Spider said. Yes, my friend Akwanze the Spider. I am most grateful to you for all the assistance you have been offering me, Dog responded. I have a better plan that would make your voice sound more pleasant and also to improve your whistling skills excellently, Akwanze the Spider added. What is the plan? I am eager to learn any plan that can make me more prepared for the competition, Dog asked. Good. If you are ready, let me tell you, Akwanze the Spider continued. You have to widen the size of your mouth by cutting the sides of your lips, Akwanze the Spider explained. This will make you get enough air into your lungs for your voice to come out with a high pitch when you sing, he explained further and continued that your mouth will also be well-shaped to enable you to whistle beautifully with little effort. Dog was very curious about Akwanze the Spider's plan and asked him how he could do it. Little did Dog know that Akwanze the Spider was deceiving him. Akwanze the Spider asked Dog to give him a blade so that he could cut the sides of Dog's lips. Dog was excited and quickly gave Akwanze the blade. Akwanze happily cut the sides of Dog's lips very wide and told him to put plaster on the cuts for 6 days. He also asked Dog to stay indoors and not to sing or whistle until the final day of the competition. Dog trusted Akwanze the Spider that he fell hook, line, and sinker for his deception and did exactly what Akwanze told him to do. Dog removed the plaster after the 6th day. The final day for the first World Annual Animals Singing and Whistling Competition came, and contestants from the various animal kingdoms the world over converged at the Takoradi Animal Kingdom Princess Hall for the event. 55 contestants, each representing 55 animal kingdoms, took part in the competition. When the balloting was done, Dog was billed to perform last. Each animal kingdom cheered up their representatives as their names were mentioned. Almost all the animals from the Tamantu Forest Animal Kingdom attended the function. However, Akwanze the Spider lied to King Elephant that he was having severe stomachache and that he would not be able to attend the competition. Akwanze the Spider knew that Dog would not be able to sing or whistle well because of the cuts on his mouth. That was why he pretended to be sick and said he could not attend the competition. Unknown to the other animals, Akwanze the Spider went to the Takarati Animal Kingdom Princess Hall, but hid himself in a place where no one could see him. From where he was hiding, he could see the proceedings of the competition. Each competitor was given 5 minutes to sing and 5 minutes to whistle. When it was the turn of Dog to perform, he trotted onto the center stage dressed in a black suit over a blue shirt with a red bow tie and a black pair of shoes to match. Almost all the spectators cheered him up because they believed that he was going to win the competition. To the surprise of everyone, when Dog opened his mouth to sing, the sound that came out was that of barking. Woof! 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 That was the sound that came out of Dog's mouth. He stopped to clear his voice and tried again, but the same sound came out of his mouth. Woof! 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 Again, when he tried to whistle, he started panting. Huh, 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 huh. All the animals, including King Elephant, did not know what was happening to Dog. They were all dumbfounded, sad, and disappointed. Some of them even started crying. Meanwhile, Akwanze the Spider, who was watching what was happening to Dog from his hideout, was very happy at the turn of events. It serves Dog right. Next time I am going to represent Tamantu Forest Animal Kingdom, he soliloquized. Dog can never sing and whistle as he used to do anymore in his lifetime, Akwanze the Spider added. King Elephant and his subjects were miserable about Dog's performance. Dog also became sad and cried uncontrollably. He then realized that Akwanze the Spider had cunningly put him into that pathetic and disgraceful situation. The competition came to an end, and Dog had the last position. He was really embarrassed. Butterfly from Intankaful Forest Animal Kingdom was declared the winner. She performed very well to the admiration of all present. All the animals went back to their various animal kingdoms. Back at the Tamantu Forest Animal Kingdom, King Elephant summoned Dog before him and his council of elders for Dog to explain what led to his dismal performance at the competition. Dog appeared before the king and his elders and sadly recounted how Akwanze the Spider had deceived him with his plan. King Elephant sent his messenger to call Akwanze the Spider to also appear before him and the elders. Knowing what would have happened to him if he had appeared before the king and his elders, Akwanze the Spider fled the kingdom and was never seen again. King Elephant declared Akwanze the Spider wanted and promised a handsome reward to anyone who could capture him or provide information that could lead to his capture. Since then, Dog lost his ability to sing well. Also, that is why the dog cannot whistle. Thank you for watching or listening. Please subscribe, share, like, and follow. Stay tuned for more stories in the coming weeks.